Congratulations, everyone, on making it to the end of the semester. Most of you are logging on today because you are submitting your final project. You did all of this work, you worked on this huge project, and it's finally come together for your final submission. Congratulations. I want you to take a moment, give yourself a pat on the back, and really appreciate what you've just accomplished. It's no small feat. We've done a lot of work in a little period of time. And my goal for a class such as this is to plant the seeds that will be flourished and grow and nurtured in a lot of your other classes. So some of you thinking about maybe what you've gained or what you've learned throughout the semester might be thinking at this point that maybe you don't have all the tools that you wish you had, or maybe you don't see your growth. If you find yourself in this category, I urge you to go back to maybe that professional email you sent me during the first week, or those MOIs you did in Unit 1, and look at the work that you submitted there, and then look at this amazing document that you just submitted. Most of you have submitted a document that is well over 20 pages, or at least a little bit over 20 pages, and that's huge. It's probably the biggest assignment that you've written thus far in your academic career, and that is no small feat. So I want you to look at the growth that you've already displayed, because I know I've seen it. I've seen you all grow as writers. Some of you, I've seen your growth and just your confidence and your ability to do things in time on task. Other people, I've seen some amazing growth in concision, parallelism, construction, and putting your thoughts together in tone. So some really difficult concepts. So again, I hope that you can reflect and see some of these changes and know that these things will continue to grow. We've just planted the seeds here. So keep that in mind. The other thing I would like to remind you of, it's actually two things. The first is, don't forget that final reflection that we have. It is 20 points for doing it and showing that you've given it thought. And in this reflection, I'm asking for several things. One is, as we did with our previous group project, is evaluating the group dynamics. Who did what? How did your group collaboration go? What did you learn from all this group collaboration outside of it can be pretty stressful sometimes? The second thing is then I'm asking you to actually reflect on your semester. So where are your strengths now? Where did you grow? What do you still need to work on? By identifying these key things, you will know going into your next classes, because all of your classes have a writing component to them, looking at these classes and recognizing where those strengths are and the things that when you're in those editing stages, what still needs to be, kind of looking out for. So I'm asking you to do that as your final piece of this unit. And again, that is 20 points for doing it. It's not extra credit. You get 0 points out of 20 if you don't do it. So please make sure you do it. It's a really easy way to get 20 points. And then for those of you that are tallying up the grades, I know if you've already sent me some panicked emails that the grade book, when you tally it up, looks like there's only 935 points, but the Grade Center is saying that there's 1,035 points. And that's because, don't forget, if you go back to the syllabus, that there are 100 points for participation in this course, for doing things like the voice thread, for going on to the discussion board, for kind of completing your work on time, for all of those things. There's those 100 points. So I tally that in at the very end of the semester. So those will be coming in, and it's a hidden column. So those will be coming in shortly, but that's why you might see a slight discrepancy. And the final thing is that you should have gotten an email out through the IDEA survey in the university to do a course evaluation. Unfortunately, they are not the clearest questions, and they don't always apply to every single class, but it is something that the university does put out, and it is something that we do take into consideration and value. So if you have a moment, I strongly encourage you to complete the course evaluation, and we actually have a tab on our Blackboard shell where you can access that if you have deleted the email. And there is a space for you to give feedback, and I do value that information. So if you are going to rate in there, I do encourage you to do so, and I do encourage you to give me detail. You are all now constructive reviewers, and you know how to give constructive feedback to people. So I'm asking you to give some constructive feedback about the course. If there's something you did like, please let me know why. If there's something you didn't like, please let me know why. It's really that why part that's really important. Just saying something was super groovy or super not groovy doesn't really help me continue to perfect myself in our course. So I encourage your feedback on that. Just as a small little reminder, I do have feelings, so whatever you do say, please make sure that you do so in a tone appropriate and constructive manner. But outside of that, I do want to say it has been a pleasure getting to know each of you this semester. Even though we don't necessarily see each other face to face on a regular basis, I feel like I've gotten to know each of you through your writing and through our emails and conversations. I wish you the best of success in all of your future endeavors. If you do need any recommendations, please feel free to reach out to me. We have done some pretty awesome reports in here, so I can really see dedication and how you work collaboratively and how you work individually. So this is a really good class to get some good feedback from. So if that does come up in your future, please feel free to contact me as long as you leave me enough time to actually do so and get those back to you. I hope you all have a safe, wonderful, fun summer and that your finals are all over now and you can actually go enjoy the soon-to-be sunshine and warmth. All right. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. But if not, I will see you all at a future date.